I created Tiny1125H2, and this version of Windows 11 runs perfectly with just 4 GB of storage and 256 MB of RAM. Hi, this is Neil from Harbor of Tech, and today you're looking at Tiny1125H2, the build from the future. To install this, first watch this video. I'll download art in the description, and the viewer exclusive access code will be shown in the video, so keep watching. Once you've downloaded and extracted the zip file, open the extracted folder. Inside, you'll find a tool named Rufus, so go ahead and launch it. Now insert a USB drive. Make sure it's at least 4 GB and completely empty because everything on it will be erased. In Rufus, select the ISO file from the same folder and click Start. The process will take around 10 to 15 minutes depending on your USB speed. I'll skip ahead to save your time. When it's done, you need to boot from the USB. I forgot to mention earlier that in Rufus, some older PCs that don't support UEFI might need the legacy option instead. You can change this by selecting a different partition scheme or target system type in Rufus. If you're not sure what to pick, just go with the default first. Only change the settings if the system fails to boot from the USB. Once you've successfully booted, you'll be asked to choose a partition to install the OS. Do this step carefully because the partition you select will be erased. Make sure it's the correct one and doesn't have any important data. Take your time and double check before continuing. I'm going with just a 15 GB partition since I don't need much space. You can use 10 GB or even less, but it's always better to choose a larger partition if you plan to install more apps or store files later. While this is installing, let me show you something that can really improve how Windows runs right after setup. It's a small tool I use myself to clean junk, manage startup apps, and keep things smooth. It's called Velotic. Velotic helps boost FPS in over 150 games, clears junk files during startup, and gives you over 500 one-click tweaks to make Windows faster and cleaner. It also handles automatic app installations, driver updates, and removes bloatware with a single click. One feature I find especially useful is drive compression. It can free up to 70% of your disk space without deleting any files. This is especially helpful if you're having less storage available but do not want to delete your files. It's lightweight, easy to use, and doesn't require any technical setup. You just install it and it works in the background without needing attention. Right now there's a lifetime license available for $9.99, no monthly charges. You can pay with PayPal, credit or debit card, or even crypto. The link is in the description. I've tested it on several old machines and it consistently improves speed and responsiveness. Try it out and see the difference for yourself. Once the installation finishes, your PC will boot to the desktop. Don't quit just yet because the real setup starts here. On the desktop, you'll see a file named configure. Double-click to open it. When it opens, go to the compression tab and press enable. This lets you try compression for free. The process can take anywhere from 10 minutes to a couple of hours depending on your CPU speed. You can keep working normally while it runs. When it's done, restart your PC. After that, we will check the disk usage to see the results. Now, don't worry if your wallpaper disappears after compression. It's just reloading itself. When you restart your PC, it will come back like normal. Speaking of dark mode, you can also enable it if you prefer. I have added new modern wallpapers that give the futuristic 25H2 feeling. By the way, you might be wondering if this beta is stable or if it will stop working after 90 days or so. Let me tell you, I have removed the Microsoft time bomb so it will work stably forever. Enough waiting, let's check the disk usage now. As you can see, it uses only 4.5 GB of space. This makes it truly the smallest 25H2 installation available that actually works without issues. You won't find a more compact or stable version out there. Now that compression is done, let's move to the next step. You need to get connected to the internet, and for that you will need a browser. Open the Configure app again and click on the browser you want. I personally use Chrome. No jump, no bloat, just one-click installation. You can also go with Edge or Firefox if you prefer. Which browser do you use and why? Let me know in the comments below. Now the next thing to do is install drivers, but do you really need them? If you're a gamer, you need them. If you use dual monitors, you need them. If something like the touch screen isn't working, you definitely need drivers. Unlike regular Windows 11, you don't have to search for drivers manually. Just open the Configure app and click on Install Drivers. The installer window will open, click on Scan, and it will find and list all the drivers and frameworks that need to be installed. Then just follow my steps to install them. It's simple and takes only a few minutes. Now that drivers are done, the next thing to configure is updates. By default, all updates are disabled, but you can enable them if you want. It's generally not recommended because enabling updates will install Microsoft-sponsored apps and bloat more, taking up valuable space. However, if you want to use the Microsoft Store, you'll need to enable updates. There's a way to avoid the bloat. First, enable all updates. Then, as soon as they finish, switch to security updates only. This way you get important patches without the extra clutter and the Microsoft Store works properly. If your apps or games crash randomly, it might be a memory issue. Open the Configure app, enable paging files, and restart your PC. The crashes should stop immediately. You might wonder why paging files were disabled in the first place. The answer is simple. It was done to reduce storage usage. Many of you have asked if Defender works or not. The answer is yes, it does, and it works just like on regular Windows. By default, it's turned off to save memory and reduce background activity, especially on low-end setups. If you want to enable it, open the Configure app, go to the Defender tab and click Enable. Once that's done, open Windows Settings and turn on real-time protection. If you ever need to disable it again, just go back to the Configure app and do it in one click. The last thing left to check is the Microsoft Store. Just open the search menu and type Microsoft Store. You'll see it's already there and working. It runs perfectly as long as updates or at least security updates are enabled using the method I showed earlier. Just as promised, here is the exclusive access code you can use to unlock the zip file. Now we'll explore another way to install this OS without using a USB. But first, if you're having trouble with the app links on the download page, just DM me on our Discord server. Whether you need help or want to chat, our community is there for you also. Velotic users get direct download links without any ads. To install this way, you need to find or create an empty drive and format it using the NTFS file system. Then go to the extracted folder and open the OS Alchemy app. Yeah, the name's a bit funny, but it's a tool I made to install Windows without needing a bootable USB. It works on supported PCs and is perfect for dual boot setups or when you don't have a USB drive. The app will first ask you to select the ISO file, then ask for the target drive. Choose the one you formatted earlier. After that, it'll handle everything automatically. In a few minutes, the OS will be ready. Restart your PC and you'll see a dual boot screen. Select the new OS and continue. From there, the process is the same as shown from the 3-minute 25-second mark. You can rewind and check that part if you need to. If you do not see any dual boot window, that may be due to you using older unsupported versions of Windows. You can use any BCD software to create the boot entries. In that case, I've put a lot of effort into building these tools and making them easy to use with lots of customization options. Now it's your turn to support me by liking the video, subscribing and sharing it. The faster this video reaches more people, the sooner the next one comes out. See you in the next video. This is Harbor of Tech signing off.